For real. Hey, what's going on with y'all? The one for like that ass though. Welcome to the We Forever Lit podcast, man. It's the first test run. I'm only testing this shit out just to see how we're gonna be doing this. You feel me? Shout out to the Goat Museum though. Like, let's gotta do that and shit. Shout out to GNG Management. Shout out to Matt Hanson, not Hanson, but Matt Hanson. You feel me? Pausing normal. But anyways, shout out to Matt Hanson. That's that. That's the man right there. Videographer, photographer, pictographer, all the furs. You feel me? The furs and all that. He do all that. Hell, mama. He be doing all that though. Y'all gotta tap in with my man, so like for real, for real. But no, this is just a test run of the podcast and shit for We Forever Lit. That's WEFOREVALIT. The main plan is to just bring y'all some daily, weekly type, conversations and shit, trying to get everybody up to par what's going on around the world, around Vegas, around wherever. You feel me? Like main example, we got this bullshit ass war right now going on and shit. And everything like that. And there's a lot of things in between that war that's going on people ain't really talking about, you feel me? Plus we got a lot of bullshit going on in the entertainment business as always. Big distraction though, but whatever. As always and shit. Hey, don't mind what I'm doing right now. I'm rolling a blunt, so just don't mind. Just disregard what I'm doing. Just listen to what I'm doing. Y'all really gotta, just whatever. But anyways, but like I was saying though, man, that ass though. Like for real, there's a lot of subject we gotta talk on, a lot of things we gotta tackle and shit like that. What I'm gonna try to do is see if I could pull some people and shit. I ain't even gonna try to see. I'm just gonna make it happen. We're gonna have some people come in and shit. We're gonna have their opinions and take down their thoughts and see how they feel about everything that's going on or whatever subject. At one point, we're gonna get to the point where hell, I'm gonna even let y'all go ahead and pick the subject of what the next conversation will be and shit like that because. Getting the interaction with the crowd and everything is a big thing for me because I feel like everything I do is always for the people. So having the people interact with me, it's a beautiful thing. So every chance I get to have y'all go ahead and comment, man, this bullshit ass rap, man. I don't even know why niggas smoke Dutchess or like that. I just like this shit never roll right. Damn, fucking Dutchess. Anyway, like I was saying, distract the fuck out of myself. Yeah, Dutchess will never roll right. But yeah, I'm trying to create a platform where everybody can talk about what they got going on and shit. There's a lot of artists in Vegas who really ain't been getting the flex that they need because if you think about it, when you bring up West Coast music, no one really bring up Las Vegas. Everybody bring up California. I ain't even gonna lie, California do have a lot of talent and shit like that because shit, California is the motherland of a lot of type of shit. But at the end of the day, there's other states in the West Coast that really has a lot of artists that needs to be played, that really has a lot of artists that needs to be getting out there. Prime example being Vegas, one of them, not to mention, we're right next to California, so it would make a lot more sense to really give a lot of people in Vegas the play that they deserve and the play that they need. Not to mention, we're kind of like the capital of the world, or the however the fuck you want to call it. Like, Vegas don't sleep. We 24 hours. Yeah, entertainment. There you go. Appreciate you, man's entertainment capital of the world and shit. Vegas will never fucking sleep. And literally, I went to Atlanta, went to a gas station. Matter of fact, not scratch. It was a 7-Eleven gas station. I was trying to get me something to drink. It was some alcohol too. Man, these niggas said that shit was closed. They had like a little alcohol thing in the back and shit like that. You gotta walk through the back bar area. You gotta walk through like where all the dry food shades at, like the freezer area is at. There's like a little section. You gotta open that big ass freezer door. You gotta walk your ass in that shit and freeze your balls off to get some drinks. But you can't even go because that shit's locked anyways. I'm talking when that shit's closed by like freaking 11 o'clock or some shit, or midnight, some shit like that. Like, you can't even serve. We went all the way to Alabama, bro. We had to drive to freaking Alabama just to get some alcohol. That shit made no sense, man. That shit was annoying as hell. So, leaving out of Vegas and shit like that, and being able to go to a store and get something to drink at 2, 4, 5 in the morning or however fucking time.
Speaking of, at 3:15, there was a shooting of 14 people, 13 wounded, 1 dead at 3:15 a.m. at the Hookah Lounge on East Sahara.
Oh yeah, that was the other night, huh? When that shit happened about that whole shit.
I think that was an open mic too.
It was an open mic night?
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. But yeah, so that was at 3:15 a.m. I mean, you're talking that we don't sleep.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, that's 3:15, niggas are still getting murdered. Hey,
so
that's not a good thing to say, but that's 3:15. People are still getting murdered, man. So
having a venue like this, what do you think that? Because the shootout was outside,
yeah,
right? Like in the parking lot in a sense. Mm-hmm. And of course, those things are kind of hard to de-escalate. but have an event center kind of similar to like a hookah lounge.
Right.
Are you going to take any precautions to prevent that from obviously,
Yeah, carry
here?
hollows. But no. Serious question. Let me stop bullshitting around. But no, serious question. As far as a venue goes like that, when we have those type of situations where we have those type of big people come in, not even big people, when we're having those type of events, of course your first thing is safety. I need to get a fucking lighter. Our biggest thing is safety and shit like that. So of course I'm gonna have to be able to get security on deck, no matter what event I do, because if we don't have security, all these jackasses are gonna think everything out here is just a free fall. They're just gonna come in and just start shooting at motherfuckers for no reason. For the fact that we live in an open carry state, and Vegas is considered the Wild Wild West, you would definitely want to have security. Whatever event you're having, whatever venue you
I mean,
own.
they probably have security too. It's just like that. Let's take it outside parking lot.
Yeah,
one of those things
that's-
where,
That's the odd thing I didn't get. Like, how they have security and all these motherfuckers still got shot?
because they went to the car.
Was it armed security?
No, I'm saying, but it was outside in the parking lot. It wasn't inside the venue.
Oh,
From what I read, I believe that the beef started inside the venue, then they took it outside, and then when they started either scrapping or just talking, and then shots rang out.
and shit, and ran bystanders got
And
hit.
13 people got wounded and one died. And I'm not sure if the person that died was involved in the fight or not, but yet, yeah, I mean, having, because that's out of their control.
Right, that's true.
But yet you're still kind of, your name's going to be brought up one way or
in
another.
that mix, right? Because you in there, you feel me? So your name is gonna be involved in there, whether you in there. Plus, not to mention, it's happening in your parking lot, whether it's inside the club or not. It's still in your parking lot.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, that parking lot is still considered within your property. So
I mean, they could
people's
kick one of the
safety.
guys out 10 minutes before and him waiting outside, and then the other guys
Came
like, oh, it's
back.
time to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, once again, like, the venue may have done everything that they could have stopped it, or to stop it, but yet.
that I've been hearing about that shit too a lot. Matter of fact, I have a friend of mine who has a situation that happened to him just like that, where they did have a venue and everything like that, and their venue hit capacity, and there was this guy that was trying to come in, and they told the guy, hey, unfortunately, you're not able to come in at this time. We just gotta wait for at least 3 or 4 people to come out. That way we can at least let 3 or 4 people in. Guy wasn't having it. Guy went to his car and just started busting out shots and shit. I was like, bro, that is not necessary, bro. You just could have waited a few
Now,
minutes.
20 are leaving.
Man. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not necessary, man. Like, y'all just out here just busting shots left to right. Like, why is everybody just going out here just shooting everybody? Before I actually decide to even bust a shot on somebody, I really gotta think about like a lot of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, if it's like a life and death situation, I don't care. It's a life and death situation. I don't think anybody's going through any different in a life and death situation. It's a life and death situation. But if it's like a situation where you can actually, if you have a time to actually think about it, then maybe you should probably try to de-escalate that situation before you decide to actually put a cap on somebody's ass. Like, I'm just saying. But if it's to the point where they have a gun and you have no choice, then by all means, let them have it. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not condoning violence, YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying to go out there and just start busting shots at people. I'm just saying, it's best to have it not needed to need and not have. Protect yourself at all time, because 2022, that shit's getting crazy out here. Motherfuckers just.
But again, like, yeah, I mean, continuing an engagement with someone that is potentially hostile,
Yeah.
then you have all of a sudden now your ego's in check to where you might be a bitch if you walk away, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like it's
that ego shit, man. Here you go with that ego shit.
Oh, I'm not saying about the ego. I'm speaking of observation. I'm not, like.
Right.
Is it not ego, or am I misinterpreting it?
I mean, no, it's ego to an extent though. Like, exactly what do you like? How? That's tricky though, because I mean, ego. Just ego itself can make people do a lot of dumb shit. So to say that it's an ego trip in a situation like that, it's kind of not necessary. You feel me? Because in a situation like that, like I say, if it's a life and death situation and you really gotta do what you gotta do.
But to get to that life or death situation, I'm talking about potentially, hypothetically, them inside the club,
Right.
going back and forth to where
With the conversation, argument, everything.
exactly
like that,
to where it potentially pushes that one person farther than it needs to go. I'm saying,
Right.
At what point can someone de-escalate themselves from that, and that's the hardest part, because once again, you don't want to act like a punk or be thought of as a punk, right?
It ain't even acting like a punk or being considered a punk. To be honest with you, it's just more so of like honestly, I feel like in a certain situation, the person who's able to walk away and turn down the altercation is probably the strongest person of them all. To be honest with you, because if I know for if I know who I am and I know for a fact what I have on me, what I can do to you or whatever else, and I'm still able to just say fuck it, I'm gonna leave this situation alone and walk away from it, knowing for a fact, bro, like you just 10 seconds away from being put to the ground. That takes a lot of because a lot of people like, oh man, you got your girl next to you, you got your homie with you, you got the whole club watching, you got everybody.
He mentions he's strapped. What do you respond with?
You feel me?
Me too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Me too. Like
yeah,
you
exactly.
strapped, I'm strapped. The homie strapped. We all strapped.
Come outside, let's find out. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? What?
You know what I mean? Like that's it, though.
It's then at that point I feel like if you feel like the person's ego is getting to them as a bigger person, I'll say if you able to walk away from the situation, then I put more respect towards you than I put towards that person who went outside and started busting shots. I mean anybody could pull a trigger. Hell, I got 8-year-olds, 10-year-old who could pull a fucking trigger. Like and they.
But also you got 8 and 10-year-olds that you might not see again if you do pull that trigger.
Exactly, you feel me? So I always tell people, man, guns ain't doing that's going out here bodying motherfuckers. This is a bunch of dumbass motherfuckers who don't know how to use these guns that's going out bodying people. Like, and even the biggest quote that they always say, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Like, people was killing people before they had guns because back in the days, think about it, cavemen didn't have no guns. They were still murking motherfuckers and shit.
I'm sure they're throwing rocks. You know what I mean?
Bow and arrows, rocks, like some a stick, like anything I had, like you feel me. So it's not the gun that kills the person. It's whoever's using that shit to me. Because a rock could be on the ground and it could just be a regular ass rock. Just minding his business. It's not hurting nobody. It's a rock. But if I take your head and bash it against that rock, that's me taking it and turning that rock into a weapon at that time. But the rock was still physically where it's at, exactly where it's been forever. I just happened to just take somebody's head and bash it against it and
now
made that rock a weapon.
In your skull, yeah.
No, yeah, you feel me? So
that's a very good analogy.
So it's really not the guns that's going out killing people. It's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers who's just got, I don't know, man. They just got issues, man. I would say mental issues, but that's what everybody uses whenever somebody murks somebody. But I just feel like it's a lot of tension going on, man. Plus, like I said, with this war, that shit's not helping.
Do you know a lot about the war?
As much as I would like to know right now, I know more. I know enough to state my opinion. Again, YouTube, this is my opinion. This is my own personal opinion. For anyone who's watching, for everybody who's gonna be watching, future reference, this is my own personal opinion. This is an opinion that was taken by no survey. I didn't line 1,000 people up and did a surveys for them to tell me exactly who was.
It doesn't
none
represent of that. Here for Lover Lit Management.
Exactly. This is just a strictly a We Forever Lit Management personal opinion. Like, this is me. This is how I personally feel about the war situation. So you could take that out of context. I'm smashing this shit like a motherfucker right now. So if you hear all type of extra sounds, man, fuck it, it's the first test. Deal with it. Right. If y'all take it out of context, I feel like that's your fault. Honestly, I feel like you taking it out of context because you're sensitive. Because y'all just a bunch of sensitive assholes nowadays. Because
well, let's come find out.
On me. So you feel me? But as far as the war goes right now, I mean, all based on what I've been hearing as far as why the war started, one side is saying that Russia want to get all the resources that Ukraine has. Again, I have an accent. I'm from Haiti, so you're gonna hear a lot of my fucking words that I'm saying. It doesn't sound right, so just deal with that shit too. Ukraine, we win, whatever. That country. I'm not trying to say that country, but I just can't say your country name properly because of my accent. Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine.
Ukraine. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Damn, Ukraine. All right, like the crane. Exactly right. Okay. Ukraine. So they said they're trying to take their resources and shit. And they also got the nuclear resources as well. Plus They've been fighting over their nuclear facility that got destroyed in 1980 something or
They got taken
1989
over
or
the
something
first
like
day.
that. I think it was
Chernobyl.
87. Yeah,
They got taken over the
and
first
shit, and then they took it over. But I heard they taking it back. I heard Ukraine took at least part of it back or some shit like that. And today they were supposed to have a peace treaty, but that ain't really not peace treaty, but a peace conversation. But that didn't really go as well. The peace conversation ended today didn't really go as well as they would have liked it to go, and everything. And plus, with Russia somewhat getting backed up by China, all these restrictions they hitting with them with is really not doing much when you still got China, which is one of the biggest fucking.
China's that one uncle. I got you, man. Don't worry about that.
Like,
You don't need them. You don't need them no more. I got you.
That one kid who's in punishment, who know for a fact they can't go outside, but they got that one uncle who don't give a fuck about what their parents say. Like, nah, I got you, bro. Like, don't even worry about it.
Tell your mom.
Just tell your mom you was at my house and shit. Like, for real. I feel like, honestly, right now, I feel like Russia is the offense and Ukraine is on defense. I feel like Russia is what's the A card in is it the A card and the B card in boxing, or is it something different, or is it the high card or low card? I don't know, something like that.
High card low. Well, I mean.
Yeah, because I think like
yeah.
like say like Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Mayweather would be the A card for the A whatever for the fact he's getting more money or whatever, and Pacquiao would be the B and shit like that. So
I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah, so it's like right now Russia is the one with all the sanctions though. I'm not gonna lie, with all the sanctions that they're dropping on Russia right now, they are hurting. But like I said, with Uncle backing them up, the sanctions ain't really hurting too much. Hell, even Mexico is starting to feel a little bit of that little sanction because even America right now is beefing with Mexico about avocados and shit because I'm not gonna say no name, but somebody in Mexico said something about America that they didn't like, and America just said, you know what, that's how you feel.
No more avocados.
Yeah, they been you ain't seen that shit on the news, bro. Hey man, America is tripping right now. The whole world is tweaking
I'm about
right
to buy
now.
some Chipotle stock.
Hey, you might not get no more guacamole on your Chipotle or your burrito, your tacos, none of that shit. Hey, first of all, America, I fuck with Mexico because they got the bomb ass tacos. Feel me? Hey, y'all can't fuck with this guacamole. I'm Haitian. We can fuck with guacamole. I go in on guacamole, so y'all can't take out the guacamole. I need my avocados. So Mexico, whoever pissed off America, you need to come back, apologize, do whatever the fuck you gotta do to get back this avocado because we need your tacos, okay?
And avocado toast.
And avocados, man. We just need your food, okay? Like your food is fire. Like don't let America bully you, man. Your food is fire.
I'll speak for everyone. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, I'm not apologizing for shit that I say. For anybody who listens to my broadcast, you better either like it or don't like it. If you don't like it, you can go to the next channel. I'm not apologizing for shit I say. And a good chance I'm probably gonna try to edit half of this shit for YouTube's quote unquote satisfactory, but half my shit is gonna be the same thing. And I'm gonna curse a lot. So if you got a kid who's watching my broadcast and you don't like it, man, look, they're gonna be cursing too. Better to hear it from somebody who's actually gonna teach them about the word than somebody who hear it in school and shit, and they come back to your house and say it left to right. That you wondering where your kid learned to curse from. They could say they learned it from KB on YouTube. See, at least you feel better. You're never gonna see me in real life. Maybe not. I don't know. Unless I come to your city on a tour or some shit. Then maybe. Oh yeah. So don't do what I do. Do not mix alcohol with weed. That is just a bad combination. But I'm me, so I do what I do. But yeah, I don't have a cup and I can't really pour it in a cup right now, so we're just gonna take it to the head and call it that and whatnot. But back to the subject at hand as far as this war situation goes though. All right, look, my broadcast station is gonna be different than most. It's raw, unedited a little bit.
So what is Forever Lit Meditation?
Right. That's a good question, my man, Mr. Matt, Mr. Hampson. Hey, by the way, though, before I get my subject, though, y'all seriously gotta go check out Matt Hampson's for on YouTube. This man dude does rap and he writes his own lyrics and shit and whatnot. Like, if you're a singer, writer, everything like that, and he does music videos too for real. Like, he ain't gonna talk about himself a lot. Like, a dead ass. If you say Matt is smart, he gonna say, I'm alright. Like, no bullshit. So y'all gotta really check him out and see shit. See, like, you could tell that you could give him a compliment. You could be like, hey, you feel me? So yeah, he one of those type of guys. Like, yeah, but no, the dude's a genius, bro. Like, dead ass a mamas. But as he was asking, what is We Forever Lit? We Forever Lit is, as it stand, stay lit, man. We Forever Lit is a metaphor, so to speak.
not necessarily a metaphor that I came up with because everybody's talking about how they stay lit, how they always lit, and everything like that. And the subject does come up where people say, "Oh, I'm forever lit," but I feel like I was the first one to actually put the "We Forever Lit" together to be like, "We forever stay lit." You feel me? Like we no matter what the subject is, we stay lit with it. It could be a subject about war, it could be a subject about music, it could be whatever it is, we stay lit with it. The whole point of We Forever Lit is everything that we do is to the litness of it as far as like in the positive note. No matter what we talk about, no matter what subject, even though we joking around and we planning around everything like that, we still have a message behind it. So we stay lit with that. The whole part of being lit, honestly, it's to shed light on a lot of things that people really don't get to see. A lot of things that people don't get to hear about that's behind the background. Like a lot of people who don't get the credit. So that's what the whole part of the whole lit part is. It's not to say that we stay turned. That's not what I mean when I say we forever lit. I mean we stay lit because we stay into the knowledge of what's going on now. We're bringing you the information that you don't hear every day. We're bringing you things that you won't see every day. We're giving the locals the recognition that they deserve every day. So that's what part of the whole lit means. Lit for me means we're shedding light on where there hasn't been light before. That's the whole meaning of We Forever Lit. We're bringing light to everybody, every platform who hasn't had light before. There's a lot of celebrities out there who's making millions every day, but there's a lot of platforms who are doing good for themselves and good for the community, but y'all don't hear about them. A lot of artists. So We Forever Lit means we're gonna bring this shit to light every day, forever.
Local
Till you can't
artists
take
tap
it.
in for the first week. You can do a half-hour interview with KB for nothing.
Like you heard, man. Hey, if y'all want to tap in with me, man, for real. If you got a message, you're a rapper, singer, poet, comedian, whatever you do. If you in the entertainment period, you just want to get a quick segment going to get your word out there. Tap in with me in the DM, man. My Instagram is actually We Forever Lit Management. So that's WEFOR.
It's in the description below.
Yeah, and plus it's gonna be in the description below. I would spell it out for you too, but I feel like it's long, and plus you feel like it's tacky, which it is tacky. So fuck it, whatever. It'd be in the bottom.
Making sure.
Yeah, you can look it up. Like I said, we're gonna have all type of shit. I actually do have some shirts that's gonna be coming soon for that and everything like that. So we do have the We Lit clothing brand. Like I said, everything that we do is gonna be lit. You're gonna see We Lit or We Forever Lit somewhere. No matter what I do, you're gonna see litness in it.
So, are you managing artists?
Yes. So I feel like I'm doing big interviews. I appreciate you, man. Shit, because I wasn't thinking about none of this shit. So We Forever Lit as well is also a management company. It's a company that manages as far as artists go, whether it's comedians, rappers, singers. We also manage athletes as well. I am in cooperation with another company called GNG Management, where we do have a bigger management base and a bigger clientele base. And I'm also in cooperation with another company called the Trap Awards, and we also have this thing that we do called the Gold Awards, where we give out the Gold Awards to a lot of different celebrities out there. We gave one out to Snoop on his 50th birthday. We gave one out to Rick Ross recently at one of his events as well. We also going to be starting the local Gold Awards. We're going to be giving out a lot of local people awards. Say, for example, you have a hardworking teacher who's been underpaid for years, but she's been using her paycheck and whatever money she get to buy school supplies for the kids. Who's with this whole COVID coronavirus that's been going on, who's been trying to get masks for everybody, who's been trying to make sure the sanitizers is there. We know a local fireman who's been busting his ass off day in and day out, and the little paycheck that they give him right there ain't really doing much, but he still goes out there and still give his life on the line every day just to save somebody, just to keep everybody safe. A local policeman who's been doing something for the community. I'm not even gonna lie.
Older brother.
Anybody who knows me know I don't fuck with the ops. But when I'm in ops, I'm not mean the opposition. I'm talking about the police. But that's a different subject. I'm just gonna share my honest opinion. I do not fuck with the police. But not every officer is bad, because that's a big subject for me. And I can think about that for
You're talking about basically shining light on someone that doesn't get enough recognition.
Exactly. So even if it's an officer, as long as you've been doing something.
I was trying to get away from the police. That's why I was saying.
Hey, I know you was, but damn that, no. Like I said, we gonna be. I'm gonna bring these motherfuckers up.
Hey, no, not right now.
But not right now. Anyways.
No, the thing is that.
But yeah, so
it's about the person. It's not what.
Exactly. We want to shed light to a lot of people who haven't been able to be recognized the way that I feel like they should. There's a lot of local heroes out there. You don't gotta be a celebrity to be a GOAT. I feel like
greatest of all time. It doesn't have to be someone who's a singer, rapper, comedian, whatever. Who's he could be like I say, a teacher, a fireman, a policeman, a doctor, a nurse.
Moment in time.
A moment in time. A greatest of all time could really be anything or anyone. So in this sense, it doesn't have to be a celebrity. So if you feel like you have somebody, I'm trying to make this as big as possible. It doesn't just have to be locally to Las Vegas, Nevada. Even though I am based in Las Vegas, Nevada, it could be somebody who you feel like in your local community, in your local city, who you want to reach out to us and say, hey, how can I present this person to go to war? How can they get presented to go to war? We will be able to get that award. If you want to get some information about that person, send it to us, and we can look up that information about that person, and we can see how we can go about that, because I really want to make this go to war more than just a local thing for Las Vegas. This is a bigger brand than just Las Vegas, but it may have launched out in Las Vegas, but it's gonna be something that is gonna spread its wings to where it can be something that's universal. Because like I said, we have a lot of goats out there all over the world. Hell, right now as we speak, we have goats all over Ukraine right now defending their country. All these people, doctors, nurses, these people who are trying to help their neighbors, who are politicians, whoever it is, like who are trying to help with food, who are trying to help with whatever it is. All these people right now, they are all in their own rights goats.
Even the neighbors that maybe don't like each other.
You feel me? Now they're in love with each other, because now they have to help each other out. You could have been Pakistani, you could have been, because I know in Ukraine is a big melting pot of different cultures and different ethnicities. So no matter where you're from, Indian, whatever like that, you all have to be together at this point, because y'all have a common enemy that's basically trying to take away your freedom. So at this point, all y'all who are helping each other out, no matter what race or culture you're from, that's a GOAT in my definition, in my opinion, because you're doing something that's beyond, that's not asked of you or required of you. This isn't part of your job. You're not getting paid for this. You're not making $1 million out of this. You're doing this out of the goodness of your heart, because this is the neighborly thing to do. This is something that you feel like passionate. This is the most passionate thing to do. Like, so I feel like that's what it means to really be a GOAT. So we do have the celebrity ghost or whatever, but I feel like the local goat or whatever else, I feel like that is what it truly takes to be a goat. And I feel like, like I say, if you feel you have somebody out there you want to nominate, just reach out to us, man. We'll be more than happy. We'd love to be able to get this message out there.
Give us 2 sentences why you think that they're the GOAT, a contact number to contact you.
Exactly.
We'll contact you when we can, and we'll love to hear about it and try to you feel
me, trying to get them on there and everything like that. Hell, we can probably do a video Zoom with them on live while we, so we could chop it up with them and everything while they get them, we're presented to them. We can send it over to them wherever they're at. So
I think if you do this every day from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah.
and just let everyone know you're here and just tell people just to pull up.
Yeah.
I think it'd be.
I'm gonna put that on Instagram. That's gonna be a time.
I think it'd be different because you should do, look who just walked in. You know what I'm saying? Even 5 minutes. Just come. Just check in.
Like I said, my podcast is raw and uncut. Whatever conversation we have is conversation we have. This isn't gonna be something that's made up, or we don't have a script. It's just regular conversation. So you're gonna hear random shit, like ideas for the next episode type shit. It's just gonna be random shit. So you just gotta deal with it. But
DJ Vlad type shit.
But yeah, man, like for real. It's good. We really trying to bring something big to this place, man. So if you really are anybody who just want to pop up and just want to get a little quick conversation going, man, just pull up for real. We're gonna have a lot of information posted on the bottom of everything. So,
are you interested in taking artists as being a management company
as clients?
Correct.
Man,
is there any artists that are?
I'm not gonna lie. So right now, I have artists that I'm already working with. I have NV Goes, who I'm already working with. I have who is a female artist out of Las Vegas. I have King Shot, who is a male artist out of Las Vegas. I have Quay Real Life, who is also a male artist out of Las Vegas. So I'm also trying to get in we're not trying to get in contact, but I'm trying to get organized properly with another local artist named Ashanti Major. Basically trying to get all these people pushed out. Like I said, I have another management company that I work with that we also have other artists on their name, and we have bigger artists on that company that we work with. So
young entrepreneurs will tap in with you. You maybe need some help.
Right. And I feel like, man, you want to be back in this camera real quick while I roll this blunt up and shit, and you need to do some more, introduce yourself, Matt, and shit, instead of being in the background. So he's going to try to hide in the background as much as possible. I'm going to try to get him his face in the camera as much as possible, so eventually you're going to see how it looks like.
Comment.
Yes,
what do you think he looks like?
I can't tell y'all ladies he's available. I can't do that because I might get killed.
No, I'm not available.
But he's not available, ladies. When y'all see him, no, he's not available. Do not ask about him. You can, but his wife might kill you. So, you know what I mean. I think I just put his whole business out there. I'm sorry.
No, she won't kill you.
I ain't
The
want
thing
to
is,
kill
I
this
just,
game.
you know,
I'm not trying to cock block. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm trying to make sure that our business is secure. Making sure it's business before pleasure. I'm bullshitting.
It's like Kodak.
Right? Hey, look.
That's your man's right there.
Hey, look. I ain't
You
gonna
know, you just
lie.
be creeping up in like artist sessions.
I ain't gonna lie. Kodak is Haitian, like I'm Haitian, but there's a difference though. I was born and raised in Haiti. I have a passport from Haiti. I'm a citizen of Haiti. I've been branded. Every Haitian who's come from Haiti, we have a brand on our right arm that lets you know that we're born and raised in that country. Every Haitian who was from my country know what this brand means. So there's a difference between Kodak Haitian and my Haitian.
I was speaking about Haitian. I was just talking
Yeah.
about how he likes to sign female artists and he wants to sleep with them.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that part. Because like I fuck with Kodak and shit, but nah, bro. Like,
That was all.
Nah. We
No, but
we
young
move different.
entrepreneurs.
Because I
like
know a
said,
lot of people be trying to base Haitian off of Kodak. Like, nah, bro. Like, how Kodak move is how Kodak move. We don't move exactly how Kodak move, man. We all move different. This ain't no clout chasing shit. This ain't none of that. Like I said, I fuck with Kodaks. That's the peoples. You feel me? One Zoe to the next Zoe. That's the peoples forever be. But every Zoe move differently. Not every Zoe rock the same. Some Zoes rock differently. Specifically Zoes from Haiti themselves, we rock differently than a lot of Zoes that are from America. So that whole signing artists and trying to smash artists and shit. Like, no, business is business and pleasure is pleasure. We don't shit what we eat. You feel me? Like, we don't do that. We don't shit where we eat because that's bad business, and we ain't trying to do no bad business. You feel me? I ain't trying to do all that.
But yeah, back to young entrepreneurs. Tap in. Are you looking to mentor anyone, possibly?
A mentor? Man, I don't even think I could be a mentor for anybody, to be honest with you, because I'd be a bad influence.
No,
I'd be
on management
teaching all
side.
type of shit. On management side, I'd be a bad influence on that side too, because I teach them how to fucking finesse motherfuckers, man. They won't like that. Man, the industry don't even like me right now as we speak. Whenever I go work with my other management company and shit, they can't stand my ass when I walk into an office meeting with them. Like, as you see me now, you see the friendly side of me because I'm dealing with all this stuff. So you get to see the regular side of me. My other management company, it's like a good cop, bad cop. I'm the bad cop. So whenever they get to deal with some shit and people with the bullshit, yeah, we get to situate it. You feel me? I'm the bad cop. But at the end of the day, yes, I wouldn't mind working with young entrepreneurs, and I wouldn't mind actually, being able to spread knowledge on what, because I feel like I know a lot, especially with me being from a different country and seeing life from a different side of the world. And I've visited a lot of different countries, and I've lived in a lot of different countries as well, as far as even America itself, and a lot of different islands. So I feel like I've seen a lot of different perspectives. So I feel like I do have a lot I could teach and shit. So yeah, so if a young entrepreneur, whoever, whatever, wanna
Someone that's trying to help his friend get, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it sounds like you have 5 or 6 artists underneath you by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So at some point you're gonna need possibly an assistant or someone else to help,
Of course. Man, I definitely need an assistant. What? With so much shit going on right now, man, I most definitely need an assistant. That.
So in Vegas, so stop by the Goat Museum, right?
For
And,
real.
if you want to try to get some work in or try to learn, like, just be, a fly on the wall, just come and kick it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot to offer, you have a lot to,
Y'all hear that,
provide,
man? Pull up, for real. Because I definitely need. There's so much shit that I'm involved in right now. I feel like if I can clone myself, it'll be so much easier because I gotta be in so many different directions at so many different times. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. And shit, question though, how long can live be? Because this shit's like 33 minutes and counting. Is that like?
I think you can go live as long as you want.
Like, would somebody really sit there and watch a whole hour live? Or
No,
somebody
but
talking?
I have it also recorded where I'm gonna edit because you went in and out of Forever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have like a 15-second vignette of what we are about, which you already explained.
Okay, cool.
And then also something of, possibly trying to check in from.
So do I post this live, or are we gonna edit this live and then post it?
We can edit it if you want. I mean, we can stop right now and edit it just for example. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably stop live if we're gonna just go off or whatever just for a second. You can pause it, right?
If I pause it, I don't know. Shit.
It should be recorded. But I'm just saying, just in the sense of like chopping it up.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, but think about it. Like you drop your girls off, right, and then like I said, 11 to 1. Like you have that time frame before you gotta go grab them to. You're here every single day, right, doing this, and like I said, people can just pull up, right, front doors open, like just come check in, like. I think it'd be really cool because, and then as well as getting someone to possibly mentor right now, because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to grow or you're gonna limit yourself at one point or another. So if you want to grow, anyone that's hungry enough that wants to try to get some free knowledge, right, and you know, this is not talking about financials. This is like life lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, and you can talk to them about percentages and ways to market and however you do to support your artists. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And then the artists that are looking for managers, right? Maybe they come in and check in, right? They're able to showcase their talents here, right? Between 11 and 1, they're able to possibly have someone. How would you like it if someone's mentoring you and an artist comes in that mentor likes? Right? You know what I'm saying? And now you're helping like them kind of build their own, you know what I mean? Like that'd be fucking dope, I think, because it'd be underneath your umbrella.
That's how you know some good weed.
And then you know what I'm saying? Like you just continue to expand, but then like
Right.
I don't know.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense though. Like, I'm down with that. Like I say, anybody who wanna pull up
Every single day, and like I said, I mean, if Shad's here 5 days in a row, he's here 5 days in a row. It is
Shoot,
what it is.
honestly,
I mean, take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
Shad
Like,
would be a nice first interview to get out the way.
well,
And
yeah,
shit.
absolutely. But the thing is, though, but if just who wants it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like in a positive manner. You know what I mean? Like if someone wants to really promote themselves and they're here 3 days a week, you get. I mean, I gotta give that person credit.
That ass though. So promote yourself, man, for real. But no, that ass though, the Goat Museum for real though. We do have showcases where a lot of artists are able to come out and perform
Let's talk about that different on another time.
and shit. But we'll get, like I say, we'll get to that another time. But I appreciate this is the first take of the With Regular podcast. This podcast will be broadcast at the Goat Museum on a weekly. So if you want to slide through, you can slide through and be part of the podcast and everything like that. And we can get your little shine on, get your little flexing cloud on, whatever y'all want to call it,
Yeah.
whatever your teenagers want to call it. And look, I want to say teenager. I'm 32 years old. I just look young. I just make it look good. That's the only difference. But appreciate y'all coming in though, yo. Like I said, this is the test run. We're gonna be having more to come, more information to come. We have a lot to talk about. You got a lot of faces you're gonna be seeing, a lot of shit you're gonna be hearing. Yeah. So again, we're about to sign off and shit, and yeah, stay tuned, man. We forever lit. We stay lit on mamas.